Hey. Um, I got what the generation profiles are now. It makes a lot of sense. So they added this thing to the artificial intelligence, the deep learning machine that I use to generate the music. Today they made an update to the machine, and now it allows for the creation of what they call generation profiles. And a generation profile is just a multi-layered, faceted approach to taking a style of music, right? Because there are key things that denote one style from the next, like trap, house, funk, pop, rock, ska, emo, hello. There are key variances in all the different types of music, whether it be meter, speed, or key. What all this talk about the AI. Sorry, somebody said they didn't like my earring. I got it today. Go back to compositions, and these are 5-minute compositions based on a generation profile. And I wanted the key to be in B flat minor, and I wanted as low as possible BPM. So I was looking at the generation profiles basically, and I went to the library and I looked at, like the Jazz Lounge uses up to 8 different instruments to generate music, right? Keep in mind when we do it this way, the influence there is no influence. It's based on profile. In this instance, we're
Bree
talking
Brooks
meter layers, etc.
Hey, happy birthday, Anson Fire.
Hey, thank you so much.
Bree Brooks said, I like the stream.
Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. So this is what the generation profile essentially looks like. I would have chose jazz, but look at the beats. So the tempo is way too fast. For the purposes of making progressive type music, generally the Floydian, the Pink Floydian type music, the Tool type music, has a lower BPM than what you would normally expect from more modern prog, like Leprous from Norway, Richelieu from Washington, Seattle, Washington, or therein, and a few others. Carnival, Othira, I think, is one of them. There's a few others out there, but they choose to go with a faster pace, which isn't always necessary, I think. So I chose the one with the most instruments and the lowest beats.
Key Dat
Epic
said,
Dragonborn Fantasy is what it's
happy
called.
birthday, Love Red Heart.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, my dear. But I went with this one instead, the Epic Dragonborn Fantasy. And then from there, yeah. From there, we can look at our compositions that it created, and then we can start. B flat minor. Says they're done. Maybe we just hit refresh. Goodness, refresh. Refresh the machine. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is crazy. Oh, I love this. I love this. That gets a heart. That is absolutely gorgeous. That is gorgeous musicianship from a robot. I want to throw that out there. That this music generation, what I'm doing right now is not based off of any influence. So it's not based off of any of my music. It's not based off of anyone else's music. It's based off of music profile. And a music profile is a little different. Ultimately, everything's a music profile, even the influence. The influence basically analyzes the song, and based on how the song is created and how it sounds, etc., it creates a profile based on that. That's what the influence is. Whereas generation profiles are a little different. Generation profiles are basically, the easiest way to think about it is settings that you set up with instruments and the flow, based on, just known things. Like, we know how fast rap usually goes. It's, if it slows down too much, it becomes R&B or, or hip hop, somewhere in there. So hop. So let's go back to the compositions and let's try this one too. Before we do that, let's get 4 on the queue to get us to 300. That means I have been sitting here for the last 3 to 4 days making compositions, and I'm on composition 300. I sit here, listen to all the compositions. I gotta make music out of some of them. That's where our hearts come in. Our hearts are basically, I listened to it, I loved it. And then to the right, if you see a little green check mark, I listened to it, I loved it, I downloaded it.
So who is playing it or making the music?
So, like I said, there's 2 different ways to do it. If it's a generation profile, it is solely created, the music is solely created by Ava, the machine, the AI, right? Ava looks at a bunch of parameters. So we go to the generation profiles library. Ava looks at a bunch of parameters, that being up to 8 instruments, anywhere from 60 to 120 BPMs, up to 8 layers, right? 8 instruments, 8 layers. Very soft to loudest. We're talking about the dynamic of the sound, and then mixed, variable mix between all of them. And so then it takes this as a profile. These are like parameters. These are like the parameters I wish you to make a sound. I want a song, but I don't want it to be any more than 120 beats per minute, and I don't want it to be any slower than 60 beats per minute. It should have roughly about 8 layers. It should be mixed instrumentation. And, we're talking soft to loudest and density. And then so it takes that and generates these compositions. Right? That I picked one called Dragonborn Fantasy, and this is what it made. Versus the influences. The influences is basically me taking a song and then giving it to Ava and saying, Ava, analyze this. Ava takes it, she analyzes it, and she generates a profile off of that song. So Ava will generate a profile based off of a song that I feed her and use that profile to make other compositions.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So for the longest, we've been using the influences, right? Basically saying, Ava, I want you to create, and this is how it works. I want you to create a new composition of It's Coming. It's one of our songs. All right, so I say, Ava, make a composition of It's Coming. Ava says, okay, we're going to create it from an influence. And then the originally detected key signature is D flat major. But I'm trying to companion the B flat, a B flat minor. Yeah, keep changes. So, and then we're going to come down here and we're going to select the Epic Emotional Ensemble with a B flat minor.
Xander Polgaming and Ryan Evanego Fan Wrench said, HBD.
Happy birthday, dude. Thank you so much, man. You too. You too. Happy birthday to you too. No, I'm kidding. But thank you. Yes. Thank you. We're going to do 3 because 3 is the number we need to get to composition 300. And then create tracks. Now, the difference is that based off of a song profile, when Ava generates a profile like an influence, right, based off of my music, she can only make music up to 3 minutes and 30 seconds long. I'm not sure if that's something that they intend to amend in the future or what the drawback or restriction is. I just haven't asked them. I was talking to the folks earlier in support, trying to get some information on some of the things, whether or not like Ava progressively learns based on previous composition production, but that's not the case at all. So anyways, yeah, we have 4 compositions to go through, and then these are the 3 that are being generated through the influence. 6, 7, 8. Oh, oops. 9, 10, I guess. Influences. Composition. We're going to go with the flat minor. Changes. Now with the Epic Emotional, and then I made 3, so we'll make 2. Good. All right, go back to comp. Oh, we're already here. Okay, so now we're going to start with this one. Let's hear this.
Kiidak said, you eating a donut?
No. Now this is a cinnamon raisin bagel with strawberry cream cheese. I don't eat donuts. They're gross.
Kiidak said, LOLOK.
That's not good at all. Moving on.
Kiidak said, like that.
Oh yeah, this is way better to listen to it with the headphones. This is beautiful too. That's pretty cool.
Kiidak said, sounds good, I like that.
It gets better, watch. So it goes from like when you're here and you're like looking at a composition and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the composition, and I'm like, so what you're hearing right now is the music that Ava made based off of our music, and then me.
Kiidak said, I heard you, sounds good.
So it required a backing. This is the backing vocal right here. If we, I don't know that we can. Yeah, every time I try to isolate stuff like this, it unmutes just about everything. I don't want that to happen. So I may just come across here and start deleting shit. Yeah. Mute. I think this is a mute too. Pretty sure this is a mute. Here. That has to be a mute, right? Or maybe not. I don't fucking. One left, one right. One left, one right. One center. Center. What's all this other extra shit? Center. Center. To the right a little bit. Let's try it. That's it. I did this recording today. This third one is deeper vocals. Because you can't go completely high without balancing it out.
Ki Dat said.
Oh, that's how this is.
Love it. Nightbot said.
This is how it's supposed
Ki
to be.
Dat I love you more.
Also, this is not the final at all. This is my pass. A lot of people don't know how we make music. Me and my bandmate Keith. He's a legend. He really is. He's a judo master, like a 3rd degree black belt. Went to West Point. He's my mentor. Taught me everything I knew about the insurance business. Awesome guy. Musician, self-taught. Been playing the guitar now for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't even know. But the original song that a lot of this music is based off of, the influences, the original song was Keith. The song. Everything you hear on this track, he arranged himself. I didn't do anything. All I did was all the vocals. That's all I did. He didn't touch any of the vocals. I did all the vocals and tried to strap tooth them to the music that he created, because it was post-production at that point. And you can't go back. At the time that he was making music, he didn't have the best equipment. Like, he had the best hardware, he didn't have the best software. So he couldn't make changes on the drop of a dime. But I got him hooked up, so.
Ki Dat said. Well, it sounds great.
That's the song. I just did the vocals. He did all the music manually, by hand. Except for the guitar. If it sounds like it was done on a keyboard, it was done on a keyboard. Even the drums on that song. The drums on that song were done with a keyboard. He did them. So we turned that song into something special. That is a D flat major key, 70 BPM. That's how it comes in as an influence. New composition based off of it. Yeah, there it is. So, and then when we look at the composition, I'm pretty surprised that how it came out was a B flat minor.
RLG said. Happy birthday, brother.
Hey, Nikki, thank you so much, brother. It was a B flat minor, and then basically. Right? And then how does it start off in the song? Oops. Oh, it's actually loud. All right, so one thing that needs to happen is he's going to go through this piece. You see this composition? This new composition, right? So we're going to go File, New, so I can show you what it actually looks like. What it actually looks like is not what you think it looks like. Come down to the orchestrated mid and just drop that in there. This is actually what it looks like. This is actually what that whole song looks like. It doesn't even, so in order to make it sound the way you hear it in the track, I would have to implement the Stearns, and I don't know if I have the Stearns folder. I can make it real quick. All right, back to here. I'm gonna say Stearns. Extract. I think it's the Stearns have to be 0.5 seconds after ready. Prevent audio clipping in your stems. They're padded with 0.5 seconds of silence in the beginning. To align them with your composition's MIDI file, make sure to start the MIDI file 0.5 seconds after the beginning of your stem's audio region. Okay. So, oh, the Stearns. Stems. Stearns. Oh, stems. So let's try the. We're gonna put all 6 of these in the stems. Ah, there we go. Much better. So synths, strings, voices. We're gonna mute the voices. That's the little voices at the background. All right, and let's mute this too real quick. I want to. Sounds like. Yep. Exactly what it's supposed to sound like. And then if we take this guy up here and we push it like 0.5 seconds, I don't know if. So 30 seconds, right? Half a second. All right. All right. 2.5 minutes. I want it to get to the point where it's 1. At the beginning. 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Half a second. Take the composition. Here, drag. That's what it says to do. No way. What the hell?
Sarah C. said. So it only gives you 3 minutes to play with?
Not necessarily. If you make the music as if it was influenced from previous music, other music, then it'll make it up to 3.5 minutes long. Yeah. But if you make it from scratch based on a generation profile, it'll make it up to 5.5 minutes. I'd rather use the stems, to be honest. If we're being honest, I would rather use the stems.
Sarah C. said. Oh, okay. Was confused LOL.
This is beautiful music. What's going on? We took out the voices. The voices generally would pop up. They're gonna pop up right here at the 1:55-minute mark. And what they would sound like would be like, we don't want to hear that. This is that what is making this one? The sense. Oh, is it this one? Strings? Oh. I don't know how I feel about this at the end. It's too glamorous. I think we could change that portion. All right. I wonder if there's a way to play like stems and the midis together the way they're supposed to be played. You know, so that I could actually hear how they line up. I don't understand why it does it. You hear all this shit going on here? It's incorrect. Don't know why it does it. But we should find out. This whole process of using Ava has just been a journey. It's been wonderful. I can honestly say that nothing like this has ever happened to me before. Okay. I asked somebody what they thought about my earring. They said they don't like diamonds. The other one that I had with the spike looked better. I said, I have more coming in the mail. Did the diamond not look good? The response was, you are too masculine, and those make you look feminine. I responds with, I accept that. But I do have more coming in the mail, so it's going to be fun. All right. I don't know what to do about the MIDI. I wish it might be an issue with Audacity, but let's just double check. Import MIDI through Audacity. Playback was interesting. Audacity can be note track. Okay, so why don't we try importing this MIDI instead? Import MIDI. And then we're on this one. We're going to go with the orchestrated, not the reduced. And this is what it looks like imported. Exactly what it would look like if I dragged and dropped it. Let's see if it sounds the same. Yes, it additionally sounds like shit. So why? Bottom left. file management, not actually playing or making files. I think get your computer interpreter to play the file and record it in Audacity. Oh, let's see if that works. That's interesting. So we're going to go up here and we're going to grab the MIDI and see if we can play this with Windows Media Player or VLC. Of course, we got to open one of the programs and see if it'll play the mid, the orchestrated mid. It does. Limited. Crazy the way it sounds in MIDI. Maybe as I'm using orchestrated, let's use the reduced mid. Maybe they play together. Okay, so I can play the reduced. It sounds pretty good. Try that. And then what's supposed to do is zoom in until you see the seconds, right? And then you're gonna come over here and drag this half a second. Perfect. Exactly where I want it to be. Okay. What is this? 44 minor orchestrated. Okay, so this is just an unsaved composition that was based off of the MIDI orchestra, and I added all these stems into it. I really. What is going on here? I just downloaded this program. We're gonna take a look at it. Where's the output volume? So that is just horrible. How do I open the thing that was up? Try that one. A horrible system. All input device. Grand piano, contrabass. I don't understand why I can't get the MIDI to work, but I'm not so concerned about it. Because when you listen to this, like it's not like the sounds anything. All right. So I mean, I'm happy with just having these stems. That's just way better. Even if the whole purpose behind having the MIDI, I don't know if that's it. Because if you want to rewrite a section of the song, having the MIDI is really precisely how you would do that. The whole thing is generated out of a MIDI into the actual audio that you hear, right? It's like think of this as your grand piano, but instead of horizontal, it's vertical, and you can see by looking here, you have is second octave, third octave, fourth octave, fifth octave, so on and so forth, right? And so there are all the keys. C3, middle C, 4. So C is the beginning of the new octave. B on the flat is where it ends. So the translator doesn't have anything for the keyboards, because that's the persistence here. See how this is dot 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 dot, like SOS, right? That's you'll see, but this one's all Tap, 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 all keyboards. So when you listen to only the keyboards, it doesn't sound like this. It sounds just like key mashing. Oh, the brown one? Got that. Okay, hold on. We figured it out. Might have done something here. We might have done something here. All right. Gamma. Why in the hell? Try that. Hold on. Really? These are the clashes they were warning me about. Okay. Clashes, complete clashes. We need a MIDI player and we need a MIDI controller. Because all that can be done with just one keyboard doing all the instruments, right? But when you set up a keyboard and we talk about laying down one track with one instrument, what happens is the keyboard itself has settings. And it's going to record on the MIDI the actual keystrokes, density, length of time, right? The problem is that when we look at it, that's all we see. We don't actually see the filter.
Sarah C. said. Sounded like a horror movie, LOL.
Don't worry, it felt like one too. And that's literally because we don't have whatever profile is being used, right? What's it really sound like? The profile? It sounds like this. Right? So we can close this out, no saving, and then this is what we're looking at. We can literally throw the stems up here. Watch. Here, go stems. Name this. Leave everything, or grab everything but. That, and there, and then we'll do my keyboards. Keyboards are first to go. Up here. Followed by none. I got clarity on what. Followed by percussion. By the way, I know this is all boring, right? But this is literally My favorite thing in the world to do. Truth. It's weird. I know. But I love doing this over making music. I'm not making music, playing video games. I like making music over making music. No, I like making music over playing video games. Composition, this is it. We're gonna mute this one. Why?
Sarah C. said, not boring. Interesting to me.
Thank you. That's sweet of you to say. Now with the stems, what does it sound like? Beautiful. This is only with the stems. So we got the pure wave file with all the compositions of the stems in one song. It even has the oohs and the ahs at the end, which we chose not to include in this one, which is the voices.wave. And you don't actually, where it comes in. Sing for me. Oh, pretty. I felt that was entirely unnecessary. And then so now the end of it sounds. This is actually not that bad, but it's way better without the lady chiming in with her off-note oohs and ahs. Like, I'm all set. You can have your oohs and ahs. All right, so we're gonna save this. I feel better having the stems in there. Anyways, we're gonna close this out, and this was composition 186 we were working on before we went back to
Sarah
that.
C. said, LOL.
Composition 186. What does this sound like? What are we going to be working on? Gold. That's what all this is. This is all gold.
Ibble, Texas said, happy birthday.
Thank you, Tejas. On this song, we're going to keep that. I wish the drums came in sooner.
Ryan Evanego said, yo.
What's up, Ryan? All right, so we know what that sounds like, and a majority of it is being consumed by that vocal track that the machine makes, and it makes the,
Sarah C. said,
it makes the
Hi, Ryan.
it makes that based on the influence, which is my original song, because we do a lot of oohs and ahs.
Ryan Evanego said, let me hear some Omi vocals.
You want to hear some Omega vocals? We could just play the song that we just had on.
Ryan Evanego said, hey Sarah.
Hey Sarah. Ryan Evanego said, hey Sarah. If you don't put a comma where a comma goes, Ryan, it's going to sound exactly like that, okay? You got to use punctuation, my dude. But this is what we were just working on before we turned it away. It's the same thing. You probably heard this once before. We have a... How do I explain this?
Sarah C. said, LOL.
All right. So what you're hearing, obviously, like I mentioned before, was the generation of a track in which the machine listened to our music and then spit that out. And basically, minus the vocals, it's literally what you just heard. And that's how we created the first song, What's Going On. But the process isn't as direct as I make it look, right? This is just my portion of the contribution. The second portion, or the other half of it, is so much more. A lot of people will hear this and they'll be like, why does it...
said, it sounds good, chill.
Yeah. So, but trust me, you want to hear the rest of this. Somebody listened to it earlier and they were like, I can't really understand what you're saying. I said, because it's not mastered, it's not mixed. This here says the track is mastered, but that's something entirely different. It's not really mastered. Not even mixed appropriately. What is supposed to happen is, after this process that I do, the guitarist, who does all the other instruments too, will take what I've put together, all these files. He take all that and dump it into a system, and then he'll start recording guitar. And he'll start stripping down the music. He'll start stripping it down, and then whatever the final product
Ryan
is.
Evanego said, I can't tell with the lyrics. It's better.
Oh, I see. And then so once he has made the final version, he'll send that back, or he'll just send me a flat sample of it. Flat sample, just the music file. One music file. I'll listen to it. I will re-record all the vocals on my end once I have the actual final sound of how the music is arranged. And then once I send him the vocals, the flat vocals, he will mix everything else in on his own. So it's basically me at three different octaves singing the whole song, and then he, amplifies certain sections, meshes or merges certain sections together, and he just does the whole arrangement, and it sounds good that way. This is 142. I don't have a name for it. I'm not mastering it. But this is the beginning of a second song made by the AI. Sirens calling, getting you to start. Surging, falling, don't stop working on my art. say that I have stopped. I'm just a terrible metaphorical. All we are carnival refusing to get up and work. Crisis mode engaged, I say we take it from the start. I'm okay behaving like I didn't have a heart. This isn't the most merciful thing in the world, I think, is the inability of the human mind to correlate all its content. So this won't be the final version. This is just some filler. I needed the filler, so I put some Lovecraft in there, some, Call of Cthulhu. These are just samples. They're demos. They're nothing even close to being finished. I'm happy that, we're getting to the composition section of it. Like, my favorite section of the whole thing so far, my favorite process, is literally going through and listening to all the favorited compositions that come out. If you haven't heard these, put in. That's a hard pass. Hard pass. Easy pass. This one, though. Why can't I make a composition? Here we go. Oh.
Valorant GGS said, "This is boring."
And why are you here? Came here to say this is boring? I think one of the mods can take care of you. Fuck.
Valorant GGS said, "Correct."
Big old banhammer. Dude can go fuck himself.
Sarah C. said, "All he had to do is leave."
He didn't even have to say anything. He could have just kept his mouth shut the whole time. If he thought it was boring when he walked in, he could have been like, okay, this is boring. Bye. And just left. And didn't even have to say anything at all. Weird, man. People are so fucking weird. And you know what it is? There's no accountability. Right? Parents aren't involved. It could be a grown person. I don't even know. But there's no accountability or no responsibility. Like if this happened on the subway or something and someone just came up to me running their mouth like that, I would slap the shit out of them. And they would look like a bitch and they would be embarrassed in front of everybody. Right? IRL, in real life. Right? But this is the internet and people are warriors behind keyboards. So they'll say shit just to try to get a rise out of people.
Sarah C. said, "Yep."
All right, let's go to the heart section. And we're gonna go backwards from here because I've heard all these before. So I want to hear what recently. This is really good. And that's only because in this particular composition, the girl is, they're using her oohs and ahs as like a keyboard map. That's gorgeous.
Sarah C. said, very pretty.
All right, we're gonna start working on 278. We're gonna start writing on it. I don't normally start this way, but I'm having a problem after the first song, where I'm not writing melodies down. I'm just writing the lyrics, and sometimes writing lyrics down without melodies, you're not really wrong. So I need to start at the point where in this song and the composition of 278. Download. Going to render the uncompressed wave. While that's happening, we're going to listen to 277. I don't even like that. I don't even know why it's in here. We're going to unfavorite that right there. We're going to unlike that, and then we're going to move it to home. That later. Just it wasn't that good. So we're working on composition 78. I'll tell you, I've pulled 5 songs already, and we're at 300 generated compositions, and I've pulled out 5 songs that at least one of them, even at the rate that I'm going, one of them is potentially like awesome A grade kind of, kind of like the caliber of it's coming. So pretty stoked about that. And I can make as many compositions as I want throughout the whole month, like on the plan that I ascribe to. So one more thing. Once you do that, go back to the download, and then you have to render the stems. Group by instrument section. Always recommended. Seems to be the always recommended option. And this will be fast, relatively. There's a section in 278 that I want to base the melody off of. I heard it twice in the opening 50 seconds. And since they're only 3-minute compositions, that means it'll repeat at least 4 more times. Like, I've been trying to take note of all these
Smile.
compositions and...
Said. Hi.
Hey, Smile.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you for coming in and saying that. I've been keeping note, annotating of, like, the different sections of the music. Like 177. Intro. This is the intro. There's a little breath right here. And then this is where the verse comes in. Followed by the chorus. Four. Breathe.
Sarah C. Said. Like that.
Verse. There's the breath, followed by the verse. So this chorus was like 4 measures long. Another breath, then another verse, and then it leads us out. How does it look? All right, I did record over it, but it's not really that good. It's just a demo. I don't want to play it. But I named it the song based on the actual, when you look at the way the song is. Yeah, that's a horrible look. I look at it before. Track this. Oh, I just came to your stream. I'm so bored. Oh, fucking weirdo. All right, so this is everything in 177, and with one file output. I didn't write down anything with regard to anything. I gotta put the chord chart in here, and then this is missing a bunch of shit. I don't know why. When you look at 16, look at all the shit that's in here. I mean, half of it is already worked on tracks with the lyrics. Okay. I was not happy with this MIDI player, by the way. Fun pop vibe and melody. 77. Get out of here and go find Ava. We're on 278. We have to download zip. Over here and 278. The reason I put the @ sign when I took a break was because if you throw a symbol in there that is not recognized by the computer, it'll kick you out. Like periods. Maybe not period. These are the ones. So you can put an @ sign. It won't even let you put the characters in. Anyways. 78. Here for the flag, go down to 278. There. Download. We're going to download the stems. Call it that. We're going to also download the wave.
Smile. Said. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food. Like in what context? Food takes a variety of different foods. Like also tempos. So in different situations in time and space. You know. But eternally. In our observable field of view, cheesecake. Blueberry or strawberry cheesecake. I would prefer blueberry if we're talking about like a dessert. If we're not talking about a dessert, then my favorite food is lasagna. I'm like Garfield the fucking fat cat. For real though. Lasagna. All right, so we got all the files we need. We're just gonna extract all. One. The stems we'll put in its own folder. Extract all.
Sarah C. Said. Seafood.
Okay, favorite seafood? Is that what we're asking now? Favorite seafood? Bluefish. I'm pretty consistent. You've heard me say that before. I even said that on Nick A30's stream like 6 years ago. Oh no, like 4 years ago or something. All right, are we ready to start rocking and rolling with what track is this?
Smile.
278.
Said. I like sushi and pizza.
You like sushi and pizza. Definitely two really good things. I love sushi.
Sarah C.
I love pizza
said.
as well.
Yep.
I love sushi and however, okay, so if I had to, out of all the foods we've talked about, if I had to keep one and discard the rest, like, you know, we're talking about, you know, healthiness, health and longevity, I would keep the sushi and discard the rest. Because sushi comes in so many varieties, but sushi is also ridiculously healthy for you. Key ingredients: white rice, most times salmon, tuna, you know, just the good non-bottom feeding fish. Some of them are bottom feeders. My point. So let's go ahead and we're gonna drop the stems in here, and it's only 2 apparently. Hear it. Oh yeah, I remember now. It's only 2 because 278 is a jazz ensemble. That comes from a really, really famous song. It's Coldplay that I'm thinking. Find out.
When I was a student, I'd write long.
Who cares? Student. Counts. No ads. All right, so we know what that is. Viva La Vida. Not this one, or maybe it is. I don't know. All right.
Stuck in river.
I don't think it's this one either.
High up above or down below.
Not it. It's not Yellow. It's not Scientist. It could be one of these. That's what it sounds like. Probably in this area. Okay, so it appears right here at the 24-second mark is where we start, and then it happens at the second 30, right there. That's like the basic sound of it. Which is crazy because it sounds like a Coldplay song, but it's not exactly like it. Not even close. So shut up. So where do we begin? Let's. Intro, right? So stop. Split. This is intro right here. Okay. This is how it works. Intro. Verse 1, verse 2. Chorus work. It's literally like. I'm gonna throw that on there. Pay attention to the end of this section and the end of this section, and you'll figure out why I clipped it the way I clipped it. Gorgeous. All right, so this is the on the downbeat on the It actually happens like right about
Sarah C.
here.
said, very nice.
About here, where it happens. So right when this clicks in, right here. Oh, right. Right. Oh. Look. Look, look, look. Okay, and this is the next section. And what does it look like when you zoom out? Here we go. This is going to be the second to last section, just based on looking at it. And then this last piece will be an outro. I don't even have to hear it to know that. Okay, so let's dig on that one. Probably actually. There it is. Outro. I like zooming in to get the whole thing left and right. All right, now it's practically arranged, right? We know how the composition is set. And so we know where we're going to need room for the guitars and where we're going to need room for some of this stuff. Now, I don't have a MIDI player here. I do have a MIDI player, but I don't have any of it hooked up or any of it set up because this wasn't designed to be a music studio. This was designed to be a gaming studio, which we, from time to time, collaborate and make music out of. But this is in no way, shape, or form an actual studio. The studio is actually with my bandmate, and he does a lot of the other instruments. So I put all this creative stuff together. We work in tandem. Sometimes he'll do the creation aspect of it, and I'll throw vocals in it. Sometimes I'm the tag along. Sometimes he's the tag along. Sometimes he's only vocals and I'm doing harmonies. Sometimes I'm doing all the lead and he's doing the harmonies. So as an example, yeah, I have it here, influences. You know, when it comes to like doing harmonies and sharing the actual load of the vocals, sometimes he'll come to me with a song. He'll say, here's the song. He'll highlight, I want something in the front of the song and something in the middle of the song. That's where the space is. This is me. This is him singing. So one thing is like he has a way with mixing music. Like he knows when everything's level. He can hear it. I can hear nuances and things that are wrong. He can't hear those things. An example, he made a song and I was pretty disappointed with the outcome of the song because of where the section of the music started to play was on a downbeat instead of an upbeat. That's literally the differential. I listened to it and I was like, no, this is bad. Bad. All right, so this is Bedlam. This is a 2-piece set. So we both worked on this. You've heard this, Sarah. That's him. That's Keith. Keith is doing all the backup vocals on this. Writing like I never writ before. I'm writing new rhymes, but I can't anymore. Cause every single time that I get through the door, I'm reminded that I'm broken. Lonely and poor. I've come so far to see so fast that it doesn't even matter how long you last. Whatever really clever mailbox, open letter, got a substance to cord. I should have known better, but I never learned a lesson. A product of stress. The best of me used to think I was less, but I'm high all the time when you must guess that I'm high on life. This is all a test. If you see me on ABC, it'll be likely a documentary on a guy who rolls and nothing to lose. I'm the guy on stage that everyone moves. I don't wanna be your pet no more. I wanna be.
Sarah C. said, yes, I heard that before.
This is him. This is not me right now. This is me. Life's about a dream, a vision with doubt. Ideas are a word that you can't really hold. Don't cling to me, just do what you're told. I've never been in love, but I will. Funny line. Anyways, Give It Up Now is a song that I was talking about before when I said the song should have been played on the on beat instead of the off beat.
I've been lost in your eyes for so long. There's a haze in the sky. Where am I?
Hear it. Where have I been? Okay, so we start the give it up now. Too early. Where have I been? Too late. It's literally one note too late. So think about the end of that phrase and just double the end of it like an echo. I want the world and God to know just where I've been, or something like that. Where I've been, give it up now. Come on and save me. But like, I can hear that it's wrong. Nobody else can hear that it's wrong for some reason. I can hear that it's wrong, but nobody else hears that it's on the wrong beat. It's actually perplexing. I put it up there just because, like, he really liked the song and we did a good job on it. This is Joyride. Oh, you already heard that before. Okay, so moving on. First solo song I ever wrote, Fire Sky.
You know, I've never said what's on my mind.
Wrote all the instruments. I did everything here.
I knew before you cried.
What's crazy is that this actually got put on the 2018 album, but this was written in 2013.
Keeping you is all I.
Sarah C.
Just seems that
said,
way
oh, I like that
all
one.
the time. Fire sky.
Close your Dare to fly.
Close your eyes. Now I know you.
And then the second one that I solo wrote. Very, very grungy sound. I was working directly off the laptop and I was like this. I was just recording, strumming away.
Somewhere in the sky, where I'll be.
Sarah C. said, LOL.
Oh, we're out here. Oh my God. I can tell listening to myself sing from years ago.
Sarah C. said, you had that Spotify.
I can tell by listening to myself from like years ago how just how strong the vocal range, how tight the music was. Like
Somewhere in the sky, where I'll be.
it's so different from how I sound today because my vocal profile's changed a lot. I can still hit those notes. I wouldn't. That makes sense. Like I wouldn't. I don't think I'd actually ever sing like this again. Or like this.
Were right. It just seems that way all the time. Like sky. Open eye.
You know, I had so much fun making those two songs. Those two songs were made back to back. I made Fire Sky.
Sarah C.
And then I made The Dangers
said,
of My Mind and like a
yes,
week
the
later.
older you get, the more you learn.
Well, not just that, but I don't know that I would actually like later on down the line I took The Dangers in My Mind, that little song, that little ditty there, and I made Dangers in My Mind a Meltdown remix. It's a little different. It has a lot of oohs and ahs. Very deep.
Somewhere in the sky. Oh, where said I, the place to be, the time to
Go the words that we share to know.
Sarah C. said, going to lose connection. Growling storm is here.
That sucks. All right, so that's that song. Anyways, all right. I think we've done enough here. Come on, what's going on? Are we gonna do this or not? Like, what's the point of doing this? Here we go. Nothing's coming to me. Literally nothing's coming to me. And I'm trying. Like, nothing's coming. We can try the humming game. Go tracks. Add new stereo. So that's the All right, sometimes I do this in the wake of trying to find something that fits into it musically. I'll just start developing or making harmonies in the background. And the harmonies should be based on the song, but in this case, I'm going deep with the harmonies because there's not too much bass here, but there's a lot of treble, a lot of piano, a lot of high piano. So we're going to go to here, we're going to reverb it a little bit, and then we're going to try this. Might be too much. Give it a try. Kind of an, and then something that never gets old. I don't think anybody's seen the way I do. Reverb this effect, throw the delay in there again, and then take it from the point of that. Before we do that, we're gonna that point of creation. This and get rid of it and merge that. And now it's one solid track. One thing I love about Audacity is its ability to merge on the click. I think I found it. Hold on. Save us now. All right. I got the opening line, and that's all I need to record to get the rest of the song. Once you record the opening line, you know the mantra of the music. So we're going to just record the opening line. Who said the world would save us now? All right. I think I'm listening. Top option. Software. I don't need monitoring on is the problem. Sometimes with monitoring on, I can't hear myself sing because I'm hearing myself sing. I can't hear myself sing in my brain. Who said the world would save us now? That's what I wanted. Something very jazz-like. Who said the world would save us now? There we go. Take that. We're going to center it. I'm going to increase the volume a little bit, and then we're going to duplicate it after we select it all. So, Control D. We're going to take this original. We're going to mute it, and we're going to minimize it. We'll take the copy, and now the copy selected, we're going to throw a little bit of gain on it. This is how I want to do it. I haven't tried it this way. So the FG. Vocal reduction and isolation. I've tried that one. Okay, you know what? When we do the reverb, that should work. And then drop in. Actually, I don't want that. Hear how it sounds. Cool. Connection.
Hennis the Menace said, "Happy birthday."
Hey, thank you so much,
said,
man. Holy shit.
RLG Raid.
Oh my God, where are you coming
9
from?
said,
Savage.
"Happy birthday Omega RLG Raid BTW." Luckiest Brownie
Thank you
said,
so much.
"Happy birthday." Said, RLG Raid. Reborn said, RLG Raid. Hennis the Menace said, RLG Raid.
Hennis the Menace.
33
Thank
Jakes said, "Happy birthday." Infinite
Elixir,
Jack
thank
Saka
you. 9,
said,
thank you. Luckiest Brown.
"Happy birthday."
Thank you.
Maze.
Reborn, thank you.
Said.
Jinx,
Happy
thank you
birthday.
very much.
Said.
Infinity, thank you. Maze, thank
Happy
you.
birthday. Reborn.
Jonathan, thank you.
Said.
Reverse Flash, thank
Happy
you.
birthday. Jonathan Bell. Said. Happy birthday. X Revere Flash.
Floxy, thank you.
Said. Happy birthday.
Gabe, thank you.
Said.
Ali
Happy
Fat
birthday.
Cat, thank you.
Said. RLG Raid.
Yeet Ball, thank you. Asex, thank
33
you.
Jenks.
Luna, thank you.
Said. Happy Dad. Said. Happy birthday.
Thank you for the raid, guys.
Said.
You guys are savages.
RLG Raid. Doom Gabe.
FTW,
Said.
thanks for following through.
Happy birthday.
Thank
Doom
you guys
Gabe.
for the subs.
Said. Happy birthday. Doom Gabe. Said. Happy birthday. Doom Gabe.
Sweat, good. Thank you
Said.
for the follow. Or thank you
Happy
for the sub.
birthday.
Thank you. Everybody,
Doom
thank
Gabe.
you.
Said.
I'm getting confused.
Happy birthday.
So many of
Said.
you.
RLG Raid. 33 Jenks. Said. Happy birthday. 9.
Thank you all.
Said. Happy birthday Party Popper.
Reborn, thanks for the follow.
Ali Fat Cat.
FTW, thanks for the follow.
Said. Happy birthday Omega Sir.
Lixie, thanks for the follow.
B1XYFTW. Said. Happy birthday. 33 Jenks. Said. Happy birthday. Maze. Said.
Oh my god, it's
Happy
still
birthday.
up here.
Said.
I'm like all the way on the bottom. It's
RLG
still up to
raid.
the top.
33 Jenks. Said.
This guy's gonna be going for
Happy
a while.
birthday. Said.
Thank you.
RLG Raid. 33 Jenks. Said. Happy birthday. Ace X. Said. RLG Raid. Said. Happy birthday. Yeet Ball. Said. Happy birthday. Said. RLG Raid. Said. Happy birthday. 33 Jenks. Said. Happy birthday backslash.
Have an amazing night, man. Happy birthday. Thank you
Said.
so much. Good night. Have a good stream.
RLG Raid.
Good night, Reborn. Thank you guys for coming
Said.
through. Thank you for the amazing
RLG
birthday.
Raid.
Thank you.
33 Jenks. Said.
Brooks, thank
Happy
you.
birthday. Said. RLG Raid. Ace X. Said. Happy birthday. Said. Happy birthday. Said. Happy birthday. 33 Jenks.
This is better than a
Said.
song. I will admit.
Happy birthday.
This is better than someone
9.
singing Happy Birthday.
Said.
I
MP
am.
Happy birthday
It's
party
been- it's
popper
already-
birthday cake birthday
It's already
cake
been
party
one of the best
popper.
birthdays
Said.
on the list of birthdays.
RLG Raid.
This day was.
Said. RLG Raid.
Shout out to 33
Happy.
Jinx.
Said.
Check out his YouTube.
Happy birthday M. Said. RLG Raid. 33 Jenks. Said. Happy. Said. RLG Raid. Said. RLG Raid. B1XYFTW.
Lixie, why doesn't it say
Said.
your name? That's weird.
How's your day? 33 Jenks. Said. Raid.
Great.
Sweat underscore good. Said. Happy birthday. 33 Jenks. Said. Having a good day.
A wonderful day.
Said. Happy birthday. Reborn. Said. GN have a good stream.
Thank you.
Said. Have an amazing night man happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Bree Brooks. Said. You're a goat Anson Fire. Bree Brooks.
No, you.
Said. Hope you have a good birthday man. 33 Jenks. Said. Can you shout out my YT? 33 Jenks. Said. Thanks. 33 Jenks. Said. Birthday. Said. I don't know man lol have an amazing night face with tears of joy. 9. Said. Amazing birthday today. Say happy birthday partying face partying face partying face partying face partying face.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the follows. You guys are awesome. It's been an amazing, amazing day. Amazing day. Okay, let's go back.
33 Jenks. Said. Grinning face, grinning face, grinning face, grinning face, grinning face, grinning face.
Get it
grinning
all
face.
out. Get it all
Maze.
out. You do it
Said.
here so you don't have to do it anywhere
Abby.
else. Right?
Maze. Said.
Get it all out.
B-Day. Said.
Tell them exactly
One more
what
thing
you
I
want
want
to
to
say.
say. Ha 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 ha. 9. Said. Thumbs up. Bree Brooks. Said. Music fire fire fire.
Yeah, we're working on this one day at a time.
33 Jenks. Said. You are my fave YT now.
Well, I thank you. This is not easy to make music.
Said. He gazhazhag.
You guys can do better than that.
Said the world would save us now.
Oh, that's actually a good silence.
Said. Sorry, I just wanted to do that just to joke, but here you go. Nine. Said.
Yeah,
Did you make this?
kind of. So this is artificial intelligence. This is a deep learning machine. Her name is Ava, and she makes music based on influence.
9.
I can influence the music she
Said.
makes by feeding her my
I
own
like
music. And I
9.
can influence
Said.
it by
Good job.
giving it a profile to create new music. So this is one of those songs. Like,
Said. Sorry, I want to do that one more time.
oh yeah, you do that. I'm gonna do one too.
Me. Said. Hi hoo ha 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 hi hoo 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 hoo. Nightbot. Said. Hi back ants on fire.
Do you
What's
want?
up?
Do you want to say hi to
9.
Ava?
Said. Hello Ava music person bot.
You want?
33 Jenks.
Let's say hi to.
Said.
This is
Can
Ava.
you CHCK my moneth? 33 Jenks. Said. Skip to Montag.
Can you
Said.
check my montage.
He 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 ho 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 he ho 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 hi ho. 9.
That's
Said.
a good one.
Hi Ava waving hand.
AIVA. AIVA.
Said. He. Said. Loudly crying face, loudly crying face. 33 Jenks. Said. Lol odds. 33 Jenks. Said.
Gabby, hi.
ASD.
Is it Gabby?
33
Probably
Jenks.
Gabby.
Said.
Why is there only one B in
ASD.
Gabby?
33 Jenks. Said. ASD. 33 Jenks.
F.
Said. F. 33 Jenks.
Passive.
Said. ASF.
SF.
33 Jenks. Said. AF. 9. Said. Iva. Gabby. Said. He. Gabby.
Just how you spell
Said.
it? Okay.
Gabby is just how I spell it LMAO.
So,
33 Jenks.
so
Said. Random stuff.
random stuff. So what we have here is this composition that was created by Ava.
Said. Have an
This is the
amazing
most,
night, man.
recent
Happy
one,
birthday. He
278.
ho 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 he.
I will, Vixie. Thank you so much.
"33 Jenks. Said. If you was 20 and short or 5 and a giant.
Are you asking me to pick one to be short, 20 or short, or 5 and a giant?
9. Said. Musical keyboard, musical keyboard, musical keyboard. Gabby.
Thank you, Gabby.
Said. Happy birthday.
Are you asking me to pick one, Chinks? 20 and short or 5 and a giant? Interesting options. I would probably do 5 and a giant.
33 Jenks.
Because
Said.
a giant is a giant irrespective of the age.
9.
If I'm
Said.
5 and a giant,
I'm a go now CYA Omega and IBA.
take care, 9. If I'm 5 and a giant, I'm 5, but I'm a giant, right? Not 5 and giant is relative to being 5.
33 Jenks. Said. Yeah FR.
Because if I'm 5 and a giant, let me tell you something. When I'm 20, I'm going to be huge. You know what I'm saying? So the real question is 20 and short or tall. Giant. Literally the real question. Short or giant. Sounds like a double punishment. Right? It is. It's a double punishment because you start off with one option. First of all, you're 20 years old. For me, that's right now.
Gabby.
That'd be awesome. Because I'd go back halfway. Right? I would go back halfway. But then the other burn on that is, and you're short. Or you could be 5 and, you know, the size of Shaquille O'Neal.
Who said the world would save us now?
I don't know what this is going to turn into, but it's going to turn into something very, very, very operatic. Operatic just means opera like. Operatic. So I'm saying that this song could very well turn into what sounds like Leprous. Very orchestra, very ensemble, very chorus like. Very grand. So we're just gonna save it and put it away because is what 278. Oh, well, go to a place that hasn't been burned before. I thought we were going to be able to easily write lyrics for some of these, but some of them need to be reworked, right, in order to write lyrics for them. Or I just need to hear, like some of these influence tracks come out and I don't hear a bass line or some sort of melody to make the actual music, but the rest of it sounds like fire, right? That was 278. So, what did we say? What's track 3? Is it in order? It literally might be in order. Yeah, it's in order. 16, 142, 177. Not good. 177 is track 3, 186 is track 4. Nobody would know this. I literally have the legend. 186. Did I record on 186? Why does it say that I've recorded on 186? I don't have any lyrics for 186. Oh, no way. Windows extract all. I called. We're gonna take our
33 Jenks said, "Do you know a easy way to gain cash BC? I need a new mic."
Yeah. There's this website where you can upload pictures of your feet. And they pay you for it. I can't remember the name of it. I've never tried it. But, I mean, it's just your feet.
33 Jenks
Bro,
said,
you asked, man.
"Bruh WTF."
Like, there's a lot of things you can do for money, and that's like literally the most harmless thing. Like, your feet, no one's ever going to trace the picture of your feet back to you. Think about it. Right? There's so much that can be traced back to you when it comes to pictures. Trust me, no one's ever going to trace pictures of your feet back to you. Why the fuck not? If you can make a lot of money doing it, why not? And you can make a lot of money doing it.
33 Jenks said,
So what?
"I am only 12, bro."
Nobody knows? And why would you ask me a question like that and then come out with, "I'm only 12"? What can you do as a 12-year-old that you can't do as 12-year-old that you can 12-year-old 12's the limit. Oh, I know. Easy. Are you in, if you're in an area where there's a lot of like what are they called? Old aged homes? There's a lot of old people there that need company. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Please tell me you are.
33 Jenks said,
I want to work at
"I
McDonald's.
want to work at McDonald's."
That's the first time I've ever heard those words uttered in my life. No, I think you can do better. I do, but if you know, McDonald's is where you want to be. You know, it's crazy. When I was growing up, we would work anywhere. And then when we got a little older and we got a little bit of experience, right? Because experience is how you make the money. The money goes up over time as you age, right? Those who make a high amount of money the
33
fastest,
Jenks
you know,
said, "A
use
gamer."
their brain. Gamers. Some gamers who are really good get the money really fast, you know? But never in that whole ideal of working hard and doing anything to support the family was work at McDonald's. It didn't come up at all, not once. It was never an option because not that McDonald's is frowned upon, but it's like the lowest form of manual labor. There's a lot of forms of manual labor. If you're going to do manual labor in the summers, go find a landscaper that needs the help. In the winter, you know, there are plenty of indoor tradesmen that do stuff in the winter too, and you should go do that type of work. As a laborer, you're going to get more being a laborer doing construction, demolition, or any of the trades than if you went to McDonald's. That's not cooking. You're not learning how to be a cook at McDonald's. You know? So if someone says, hey, what do you do?
33
You can't say,
gents
oh, I'm a cook. Oh, yeah,
said,
where do you work? You're a
I
restaurant?
thanks IMA take that advice. Have a good night.
Yeah, you should. Labor. You're going to do labor. Don't work at fast food. Fast food is just the worst. Not just McDonald's, it's all fast food. Even restaurants. Interesting. Okay. Let's put the the voices in there. Because I was wondering why I didn't hear. That's why. Keyboards. All right, I get it. I got to write in between the voices. Yeah. Try that once more. I should hear it. You know, I just thought of that, and that is like so odd. Fuck. Yeah, let me see if my boy Ryan is true. All right, everybody, it's been a fantastic stream. Thank you for the birthday wishes. All the I've done about as much as I'm going to do on stream with the music today. I may come back and stream some Valorant a little later on. But again, thank you for coming through. I'll be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat. So, much love.